Hey y'all, welcome back to the Free Black Women's Library Short Story Time series. Welcome back to the Free Black Women's Library Short Story Time series, reading short stories written by Black women and Black non-binary folks as well. Welcome back. Welcome back. How are you? Thank you so much for tuning into my channel, clicking on this video, watching. If you're somebody who has been watching my videos since the very beginning, thank you for being into my work. This is video number 7 in the series. I want to have like a special celebration when I make it to 10. But I think 7 is a pretty good number, and so far it's been going pretty well. And I have been having an interesting experience trying to learn all of this technology. Okay, I don't know what that is. Yeah, this is not easy because I don't know what I'm doing. This is like my 100th take of this. Okay, I'm like sweating. My makeup was looking good when I first started. Now I'm like, blah. But anyway, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's a learning process. But yeah, it's a little frustrating. So anyhow, hopefully this one will work. This will take. You hear me, camera gods? Please work. So anywho, welcome. So yeah, before I get into today's story, just want to, a few notes to share. If you're a patron, thank you. Thank you so much to all my patrons. You are the reason why I'm encouraged to keep doing this work. I appreciate your support so much, more than words can say. So thank you so much to my patrons. If you become a patron, that means that you are supporting the growth and sustainability of the Free Black Women's Library, a literary art project that now has over 2,000 books written by Black women. And it's a mobile library, but you probably know that already. And either way, it is your support that helps keep the library going, helps me keep going. And I thank you. I thank you a lot. So, second note, check the captions description box for the writing prompts, journaling questions, self-reflection questions, things to think about, things to dream about, things to talk about with your peeps, all inspired by today's short story. Now, sending special love to all the Black folks out there. If you have been feeling triggered, traumatized, frustrated, hurt, harmed, tired, exhausted, overwhelmed, concerned, confused, depressed, angry, I'm sending you love, I'm sending you sweetness, I'm sending you honey, I'm sending you sugar, I'm sending you squeezes. Please, please, please take care of yourselves. Please incorporate a pleasure practice into your life. Please, please, please get rest, drink water, give yourself kisses, find someone to give kisses to with consent. Do things that are where the main purpose is just joy. Okay? Have fun. Smile, laugh, feel good, okay? Let's not get wrapped up and tunnel visioned into this idea of work, change. Change is inevitable. Change is inevitable. It will happen. And while it's happening, we can be in it, but we can also be out of it. It's just about a balance. And I just think that's something super important that I want to share with folks, because there's a lot of people out there on the front line right now who are literally laying their lives on the line. And, I just don't want people to get caught up in the rapture of the revolution, because it's going to take a long time. It's going to be a slow process for us to get this world in a state where things are just and fair. That's my opinion. You know, so let's just be easy on ourselves is my point. Let's just be easy on ourselves. Let's not neglect our own humanity. You know, let's take care of ourselves, and that's it. Okay. That ramble, you know me, my signature ramble. That was it. So let's get into today's story. Today's story is written by none other than the iconic Sonia Sanchez. Yes, Sonia Sanchez. And it's from her book called Shake Loose My Skin. Shake Loose My Skin came out in 1999, and it is published by Beacon Press, and it is a collection of poems, short stories, and prose written by this awesome, wonderful, brilliant, emotionally intelligent writer, activist, thinker, world traveler, professor, just wonderful human being. I had the pleasure of spending a little time with Sonia Sanchez about 2 decades ago in Cuba, in Havana, Cuba. We walked together and we talked, and we went to a marketplace and bonded in my eyes. It just shared a really special moment. And then I saw her again many, many years later at a special screening for a Toni Morrison film. Right before it came out, there was like a little talk, and she was one of the people that talked about Toni Morrison, because they were friends. They had, you know, they were part of a sisterhood of Black women writers, and she's just wonderful, and she acted like she remembered me from Cuba, which is really sweet, and which made me feel like I was, you know, unforgettable. But yeah, she's awesome. She's awesome. So yeah, so the name of the short story is the name of the short story is Just Don't Never Give Up on Love. Okay? Just don't never give up on love. And it is wonderful. It's poetic. It's awesome. So check it out. Let's get into it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know how you feel about this story. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say. I've done this so many times that I'm confusing myself. So anywho, it's from Shake Loose My Skin. Just don't never give up on love. Here we go. Feeling tired that day, I came to the park with the children. I saw her as I rounded the corner, sitting old as stale beer on the bench, ruminating on some uneventful past. And I thought, hell, no rap from the roots today. I need the present on this day. This Monday, this July day, buckling me under her summer wings. I need more than old words for my body to squeeze into. I sat down at the far end of the bench, draping my legs over the edge, baring my back to time and time unwell spent. I screamed to the children to watch those curves, threatening their youth as they rode their 10-speed bikes against Midwestern rhythms. I opened my book and began to write. They were coming again, those words, insistent as his hands had been, pounding inside me, demanding their time and place. I relaxed as my hands moved across the paper like one possessed. I wasn't sure just what it was I heard. At first, I thought it was one of the boys calling me, so I kept on writing. They knew the routine by now. Emergencies demanded a presence, a facial confrontation. No long-distance screams across trees and space and other children's screams. But the sound pierced the pages, and I looked around, and there she was, inching her bamboo-creased body toward my back, coughing a beaded sentence off her tongue. Guess you think I ain't never loved, huh, girl? Guess that's what you be thinking, huh? I turned, startled by her closeness and impropriety. I stuttered. What do you mean? Guess you think I've been old like this forever, huh? She leaned toward me. Huh? I was so pretty that men's brought me breakfast in bed. Wouldn't let me hardly do no work at all. That's nice, ma'am. I'm glad to hear that. I returned to my book. I didn't want to hear about some ancient love that she carried inside her. I had to finish a review for the journal. I was already late. I hoped she would get the hint and just sit still. I looked at her out of the corner of my eyes. He could barely keep himself in changing clothes, but he was pretty. My first husband looked like the sun. I used to say his name over and over again till it hung from my ears like diamonds. Has you ever loved a pretty man, girl? I raised my eyes, determined to keep a distance from this woman disturbing my day. No, ma'am. But I've seen many a pretty man. I don't like them, though, 'cause they keep their love up high in a linen closet, and I'm too short to reach it. Her skin shook with laughter. Girl, you got some spunk about you after all. Come on over here and sit next to me. I wants to see your eyes up close. You look so uneven sitting over there. Did she say uneven? Did this old Buddha splintering death say uneven? Couldn't she see that I had one eye shorter than the other? That my breath was painted on porcelain? That one breast crocheted keloids under this white blouse? I moved toward her, though. I scooped up the years that had stripped me to the waist and moved toward her. And she called to me to come out. Come out wherever you are, young woman, playing hide and go seek with scarecrow men. I gathered myself up at the gateway of her confessionals. Do you know what it means to love a pretty man, girl? She crooned in my ear. You always running behind a man like that, girl, while he cradles his privates. Ain't no joy in a pretty yellow man, 'cause he always out pleasuring and giving pleasure. I nodded my head as her words sailed in my ears. Here was the pulse of a woman whose black ass shook the world once. She continued, a woman crying all the time is pitiful. Pitiful, I says. I was pitiful, sitting by the window every night like a cow in the fields chewing on cud. I wanted to cry out, but not even God himself could hear me. I tried to cry out till my mouth was split open at the throat. I suppose there's a time all women's has to visit that slaughterhouse. My visit lasted 5 years. Touching her hands, I felt the summer splintering in prayer. Touching her hands, I felt my bones migrating in red noise. I asked, "When did you see the butterflies again?" Her eyes wandered like quicksand over my face. Then she smiled. "Girl, don't you know that you don't never give up on love? Don't you know you has in you the pulse of winds, the noise of dragonflies?" Her eyes squinted close as she said, "One of them mornings, he woke up calling me, and I was gone. I was gone running with the moon over my shoulders. I looked no which way at all. I had inside me enough knives and spoons to cut, scoop out the night. I was a-trembling as I met the morning." She stirred in her 84-year-old memory. She stirred up her body as she talked. "There's men's and men's. Some good, some bad. Some breathing death. Some breathing life. William was my beginning. I come to my second husband spitting metal, and he just picked me up and folded me inside him. I was christened with his love." She began to hum. I didn't recognize the song. It was a prayer. I leaned back and listened to her voice rustling like silk. I heard cathedrals and sonnets. I heard tents and revivals, and a black woman spilling black juice among her ruins. "We all gotta salute death one time or another, girl. Death be waiting outdoors trying to get inside. William died at his job. Death just turned round and snatched him right off the street." Her humming became the only sound in the park. Her voice moved across the bench like a mutilated child, and I cried for myself, for this woman talking about love, for all the women who have ever stretched their bodies out, anticipating civilization and finding ruins. The crashing of the bikes was anticlimactic. I jumped up, rushed toward the accident. "Man, little man, where you bicycling? Where you bicycling to so very fast? Man, second little man, take it slow. It all passes so fast anyhow." As I walked the boys and their bikes toward the bench, I smiled at this old woman waiting for our return. "I want you to meet a great lady, boys." "Is she a writer too, Ma?" "No, honey. She's a lady who has lived life instead of writing about it." "After we say hello, can we ride a little while longer? Please?" "Okay, but watch your manners now and your bones afterwards." "These are my sons, ma'am." "How you do, sons? I'm Miss Rosalie Johnson. Glad to meet you." The boys shook her hand and listened for a minute to her words. Then they rode off, spinning their wheels on a city neutral with pain. As I stood watching them race the morning, Mrs. Johnson got up. "Don't go," I cried. "You didn't finish your story." "We'll talk by and by. I comes out here almost every day. I sits here on this same bench every day. I'll probably die sitting here one day. As good a place as any, I imagine." "May I hug you, ma'am?" You've helped me so much today. You've given me strength to keep on looking. No. Don't never go looking for love, girl. Just wait. It'll come. Like the rain falling from the heaven. It'll come. Just don't never give up on love. We hugged. Then she walked her 84-year-old walk down the street. A black woman, echoing gold, carrying couplets from the sky to crease the ground. All right, y'all. So that was Don't Never Give Up on Love from the book Shake Loose My Skin. It's written by Sonia Sanchez. And I had a little bit of a stutter there on the word bicycling. I don't know why that word is challenging for me to say. So there's a little bit of stutter there and a little bit of background noise because, you know, I'm in Bed-Stuy, so it's crunk, it's summertime. But that's the end of that story. Let me know what you think of it. I really, really love it. I think it's really, really beautiful. And check out the captions. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to build my followers. I want 1,000 followers by the end of the summer. So help me make that happen. And yeah, I will see you for the next short story coming up soon. All right? Peace, y'all. Take care.